Well, hello, everyone. It's Friday, March 6th, year of our Lord 2026. Hope you've had a good week. We're moving ahead a few chapters to Joshua 5 and 6. We're going to look at the fall of Jericho. Now, some people will say, oh, there's always two sides of one story. You're on that side or you're on that side. Well, we'll learn something. There's kind of a third side to the story. There might be my side, there might be your side, and we forget that there's the Lord's side. And sometimes we're both wrong. Why do I want to begin with that? Because as we go to Joshua chapter 5, Joshua, let me just read, Joshua chapter 5, verse 13. Now when Joshua was near Jericho, he looked up and saw a man standing in front of him with a drawn sword in his hand. Joshua went up to him and said, "Are you for us or our enemies?" That's Joshua asking this. "Neither," he replied, "but as commander of the army of the Lord I have now come." Then Joshua fell face down to the ground in reverence and asked, "What message does my servant have for his servant?" Verse 15, the commander of the Lord's army replied, "Take off your sandals, for the place where you are standing is holy." And Joshua did so. God, are you on my side against those people, or are you against me? And the Lord would rebuke you and say, no. I'm not on your side. You need to be on my side. And you're thinking, wow, maybe I do need to love that side. And maybe I do need to forgive and pray for that, because that's what the Lord would. You have to think, if you're walking with the Lord close, what would he be doing? In fact, that's what our job is as Christians, not to just be holy people or a nation of holy people. We need to be living the life of Jesus, doing things that the world may say, "You're crazy, those people are no good." Reaching out, being loving, and being humbled. Now that's an interesting story as we begin this, because we've been talking the last few days about Jericho. They're not in yet. We've had Joshua, we've had Rahab, and now the day comes. They've been consecrated, they've been getting holy. And God comes to this, now think about this. Joshua, the general of generals, I would call him a MacArthur, a Patton, and Omar Bradley, one of the best. He's a military man. And God comes to him. Now, you got to remember, Jericho is a walled city. We didn't have tanks back then or missiles. You couldn't blow up the wall. And God says, "Let me tell you the plan we're going to do here. This will test your obedience. You're going to begin with the Ark of the Covenant. You're going to cross the Jordan. And when you do that, the waters are going to stop. The 2 million are going to cross. And then one man from each tribe is going to get a boulder. You're going to bring that boulder out of the middle. Now, as they cross, the Jordan backed up. Now, that's a miracle. And each member from that tribe took a boulder and they put it on the shore when they crossed. Why? So the future generations could know that. And he said, "I have another plan for you. Day one, you're going to take the armed guards." Try to visualize armed guards, 7 trumpeters blowing horns. The ark will be carried by the Levites, and there'll be an armed guard in the rear. Go around the city of Jericho. Do not say a word. Blow the horns. Day one, do it. Do the same thing on the second day, the third day, the fourth day, the fifth day, the sixth day. Do not shout. But on that 7th day, same order. Go around 7 times, and then when you do it, blow the horns, and everybody shout. And you'll be surprised what happens. The walls will come tumbling down. They wrote a song on that. The walls will come tumbling down. And you can take the city. It will crumble. I don't think Joshua sat here like this, scratch. He obeyed. We know the story. The walls came tumbling down. Now, as we close out this week, I don't know what God is asking you to do. He probably won't ask you to do that, okay? I don't know if we need to run around 7 times to church, but if God would ask me, we'd do it. Obedience to the Lord is so important. I pray you'll do that this weekend. Okay? Thanks for listening. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.